Hey, everyone, hi, hello, it is I, DPX. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast, DPX Talks, for about an hour. Today is April 19th, 2022. Second episode of this month. Usually do once per month, but I had the WrestleMania recap at the beginning of the month. But yeah. I'm here. I got a lot to talk about. A lot of the stuff I started putting together these topics like at the beginning of last week. So a lot of these are kind of like old, but I feel like I have to talk about them. But yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Starting with some briefer topics. You're probably sick of hearing this one, and to be honest, I am too. But like, how have I not talked about this yet? Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock. Now, I'm not even going to tell you everything that happened, how it went down, because everyone fucking knows. Everyone knows. Everyone knows how that went down. Everyone knows how that happened. And it's like, the general consensus is, I'm not going to say general consensus. My opinion is Will Smith shouldn't have done that. Chris Rock, his joke was a little tasteless. But Will Smith should not have fucking done that. I hate this idea that, like, you're either on one side or the other. It's either Chris Rock was in the right or Will Smith was in the right. Neither of them are wrong. Neither of them are... They can't both be wrong. They can't both be right. And while I think Will Smith does, he's in the wrong for slapping Chris Rock. He should have never done that. There is a gray area. Chris Rock shouldn't have said what he said. But then again, like, that... Have you seen some of the shit he said? Like, that's one of the tamer things. But, it seems that, Will Smith and, Jada Pinkett Smith, they have kind of a toxic marriage. So this seems to have been boiling up for a while. And Jada Pinkett Smith doesn't really seem to be a very pleasant person, if I'm going to be honest. As she said, she didn't need Will Smith to do that. I don't need protection. It's like, yeah, like, you were going to go fucking do that shit. At least, like, if you're going to... I don't know. But then, the more recent thing, the reason why I had this as earlier as last week was because... This was around the time they announced his ban. And that's mainly what I want to talk about. As I've heard many people going around saying it's too little and it's too big. And Will Smith has been banned from the ceremony for 10 years. Now, on the surface, that sounds like a lot. It sounds like, damn, he ain't gonna be there till 2032. And, people like Harvey Weinstein, they haven't been banned from the Academy Awards. Here's the thing. Yes, I feel like if Harvey Weinstein comes out of prison, he's gonna get blacklisted from if he's not already. He's not gonna be allowed at the Academy Awards. But you gotta understand why this is too little. And it is too little. Will Smith has been banned from showing up to the ceremony. He can still show up to, the shit before. He can show up to the shit afterwards. He can still get nominated. He's just banned from the ceremony. I think he can, if he can win an award and he can accept the award through, Zoom or something. I don't know, man. I feel like people are overlooking that. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to dwell on this one for too long, because everyone and their mother has done it already. I was gonna make a video about this, and it's not that... I didn't decide not to make a video because it had been done to death, because it was still, I wanted to make a video about this as soon as, the day after, everyone was talking... The day after this happened, rather... I just never got around to doing it. It's always the videos about a current event that will get people, that will get some clicks. It's always videos that will get clicks that I just end up never doing. Weird. it's almost like I care about the algorithm for a second, but then I forget about it. So yeah, that's that. Another thing I want to talk about briefly, that was going to be more of a main topic, but I decided to move it over, was Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that they are actually doing this. Because, like, I mean, this was back in the NVIDIA leak a few months ago, and we'll get into that. And it was, that was a fuck ton of games. That was a crazy leak. But then it was later revealed that some of those games are not actually happening. Which, I mean, we gotta be real. That many games, they can't all be happening. So it was revealed some of those games will not actually be happening. I just figured Kingdom Hearts 4 would not be that, because it's like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and then Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a huge gap in between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, and it felt like 3 was a conclusion. I didn't like 3 that much. I don't think 3 is that good. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are great games. I don't give a flying fuck about the fucking other spin-offs. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a hot take I have. Every other Kingdom Hearts spin-off is just, who cares, right? I don't give a fuck about them. Even though they explain this stuff, that's why I don't like them. I'm going off on a bit of a side tangent here, but like, I don't like these other Kingdom Hearts spin-offs, because there's so many of them, and they all are integral to this main story, and that's not inherently a bad thing, but this fucking story about Final Fantasy worlds and Disney worlds and, you know, Kingdom Hearts original characters, Sora, of course, all coming together, you know, this being a thing where worlds collide, it's too convoluted. Why is Mickey Mouse talking to a dark, shadowy figure? It's supposed to be serious. Why is, like, how come you're on a final boss and it's an important cutscene and you hear fucking Donald just be like, I can do a better Donald impression. It's like, sorry, I don't, maybe you've clicked off. That's why I didn't really want to do that. But, yeah, it's like, it's a convoluted story, but what they show for Kingdom Hearts 4 looks fucking awesome. And look, I didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3. And how many fucking games are there? Including all the pointless fucking, they're not pointless, but including all the convoluted spin-offs, maybe like 20. So I like 2 out of 20, possibly 20. Please correct me. How many fucking games are there in Kingdom Hearts? 2 out of possibly 20 games that I like. Kingdom Hearts 4 looks amazing, and I'm telling you, if they have Star Wars in there, which was teased, if they have that in there, and if they have, like, there are rumors of Marvel being there, if they have Marvel, I'm buying that. I'm buying it. The story, obviously, there's that caveat, but I've gone on record to say I'll buy anything Star Wars. Mostly, you know, sometimes a game will come out and I just never get around to buying it, but it's like, I'll buy anything Star Wars for the most part. Star Wars joining Kingdom Hearts, that would be awesome. But yeah, that's that. Another thing I want to talk about is, this was actually going to be a main topic, but then I decided, wait, how can this be a main topic? All we got is, like, art for this. But, on, like, a ratings board in Korea, and then also on PSN, there was a leak for Sonic Origins. You don't know, Sonic Origins was announced, like, I want to say a year ago, at that Sonic Central, like, Sonic Direct thing, which a lot of people seem to love for some reason. I mean, it wasn't terrible, it did its job, but it's like, people thought it was amazing. Really, all it showed, all it told us was about 3 games, which is fine. You're really doing a Nintendo Direct for one franchise. there's not a whole lot you can really do. But yeah, whatever. I feel like a lot of people overhyped it. But whatever. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. One of the things that they announced was Sonic Origins. Now, I always, I found it, I was confused when they announced it. I wasn't confused why they are doing a Sonic collection. Absolutely not. That's, like, these classic Sonic games are great. Yes, remake them. Bring them back in a collection. Even doing Sonic 3, which hasn't been re-released ever since Michael Jackson died, because Michael Jackson did a lot of the music for that game. Obviously, like, that's crazy. I never understood why it's taking them this long. It's a collection of Genesis games. So I just find it very bizarre that they really, like, that they haven't shown it almost a year later. It's a collection of Sonic games. I don't know. I just find that odd. Apparently, they're supposed to be doing a lot more of these. They're supposed to be like remastering them or something. They're including like Sonic CD in there. They have to include the Christian Whitehead version. The Christian Whitehead version is stellar. Definitely, it might actually be my favorite Sonic game. Normal Sega CD, not good. The Christian Whitehead version is really damn good, though. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the leak for Sonic Origins. Anyways, there is other news in, it was announced, not much more than this, but they just announced that, this happened earlier today, by the way. It was announced that Amy Hennig, who is known for her work on the Uncharted games, she is making a Star Wars game. That is interesting. She's a good storyteller when it comes to, Uncharted and stuff like that. So she can make I'm sure she can make a very good, Star Wars game. But, guys, do you want me to elaborate on this Amy Hennig Star Wars game? You do? I can't. Because that's all we fucking know. That's all we know. All we know is that Amy Hennig is making a Star Wars game. And while that's cool, that is really fucking cool to hear, that's all we know. That's all we know. That's all we know. I don't know what else to say about this, really. It's interesting. I'm interested to see how this goes. But, like, they announced Star Wars Eclipse at last year's Game Awards, and then there's word, like, a few months ago that game's not even coming out till 2028. And that's, like, another discussion in and of itself, with announcing games way too early. Because, like, game companies are starting to do that, Like, Kingdom Hearts 4, even though they showed some in-engine gameplay, we're not seeing that. That game's not coming out for a while. Last episode, I talked about the new Witcher game that got announced. That's not coming out for a while. It just isn't. So, like, now we get an announcement of this game. We don't even get... It's just Amy Hennig making a new Star Wars game. And... that's all we know. So, I can't really get too excited. I'm intrigued. Don't get me wrong. I am intrigued. But I can't get too excited over this. Because, all we know is Amy Hennig is making a new Star Wars game. But yeah, what do you guys think? Alright, one more brief topic. Is this thing. This was going to be one of the bigger topics, but I decided not to make it a bigger topic because I don't know how I can make this a bigger topic. But here it is. Elon Musk. We all love him, right? A lot of people hate him, actually. I guess it's just, hate the rich, and also he's sort of one of those, this is going to sound really mean, but he's sort of one of those memes. Elon Musk is one of those people that's kind of a meme, but it's not really that funny of a meme. But yeah, he apparently like a few weeks ago he bought like a good percentage of Twitter, and now he's offered to buy all of Twitter. And yeah, I don't... Again, Twitter is already, like, terrible. Twitter sucks. I use Twitter. I don't know why I use Twitter, but I use Twitter, and it sucks. You look... Like, I am of the opinion that, you know... Everyone's allowed an opinion. I'm of the opinion that you're allowed to have your own opinion. But you go down Twitter, and you see people arguing with each other so much. It's like... I fall into the trap. I always want to say, like... I always want to say, like, your opinion is wrong. But, like, no, it's really not. So, it's like... Twitter sucks. Elon Musk buying Twitter, I don't know what that'll do for Twitter necessarily. It will do a lot. I'm not saying it's not going to do anything, because it can do a lot. But yeah, it's just a weird sentence, really. Elon Musk buying Twitter. I don't know. What do you guys think about Elon Musk possibly buying Twitter? Alright, we got a few topics here. Quite a lot, actually. Those are all the briefer ones. These are the big ones. We got two movies based on video games announced at the time of recording. It happened yesterday, or at least I found out about them yesterday. Well, the big one that's in the thumbnail of this video and probably in the title. I haven't thought of what I'm naming this video yet, but they're making a Minecraft movie. Now look, here's what I think before I get into specifics about this movie. Obviously, Minecraft is so big, it's so massive, it's so popular. It is the #1 best-selling video game of all time. And I think by, like, a wide margin as well. Like, second is Tetris. And even then, Tetris kind of cheats, because when making those charts for the best-selling video games of all time, everyone who makes those charts counts every Tetris game as one game. So obviously it's going to be higher than that. Or that high. But think about it. The entire franchise, Minecraft has outsold that entire thing. I think next would be like... I could be wrong. I think the third best-selling game of all time, though, is GTA 5. That's just my guess. I'm not really... Like, I don't think I've seen that anywhere, but that's just what I would... excuse me. That's just what I would assume. But Minecraft has both of them beat by a landslide. So, in that sense, it's a no-brainer to make a Minecraft movie. And I'm honestly shocked they haven't done this sooner. Minecraft is over a decade old, right? So, I have an itchy eye. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm shocked that they haven't done a Minecraft movie sooner. It's over a decade old. The popularity, it's not dropped in popularity necessarily. Obviously, it's not the talk of the town, but like, and obviously there's like a period where you weren't cool if you liked Minecraft, but then I want to say like in the past couple of years you became cool again if you liked Minecraft, because because like PewDiePie started streaming it again, and maybe Steve appearing in Smash had something to do with that. But yeah, I love Minecraft, by the way. So a Minecraft movie is definitely something I would be interested in seeing. Here's the catch. It's a live-action Minecraft movie with Jason Momoa. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm sorry. I had to do a double take. 'Cause, I mean, obviously, like, I feel like you announce someone like a Jason Momoa being the main role in a Minecraft movie, a live action when I read it, it wasn't originally, like, it didn't say it was going to be live action. at first I had assumed it was gonna be animated, but then I thought about it for a second. It's like, obviously you do a animated Minecraft movie. There's no other way to do a fucking Minecraft movie. But like, you announce someone like Jason Momoa in the main lead, which, let's be real, you want to have him in live action, alright? They're doing a live action Minecraft movie, and I found out they are doing a live action Minecraft movie. Now, I've heard people bring up, this doesn't sound like a good idea, but the Lego movie didn't sound like a good idea. That sounded like an awful idea, and that was a great idea. Here's the thing. The Lego movie was animated. Kind of. It had the live action segments, but like, that was done so well. Minecraft's supposed to be live action. My problem here is that Minecraft is like as animated as you get, if you know what I mean. Like, it's as in terms of visual style, it's as non-realistic as you could possibly get. You know, everyone's all blocky, and maybe that's hard to really translate on the big screen. But then you can make an argument that maybe this isn't the right fucking game to make a movie of. There were some good takes on Minecraft, like Minecraft story mode I thought was very interesting. That's another thing, unless you look at Minecraft story mode, like, the whole point of Minecraft is that, like, you do whatever you want. Excuse me, but you do whatever you want, you know? It's a game where there are no rules, there is no objective. It's just you do whatever you want. It's Minecraft, it's your world. You do what you fucking want. That being said, I don't know how you make a Minecraft movie. Live action or animated, even if you do animated, I don't know how you make a Minecraft movie. I don't know how that's possible. I really don't. I really don't know how that is possible at all. 'Cause, like, you have to make up a plot. You do. And obviously you have filmmakers, they can do that, but it's like, you really have to make up a plot. Minecraft is as far removed from, like, a fucking plot as you can get. And now you do it in live action with Jason Momoa as the main lead. That's another thing. Jason Momoa, I like Jason Momoa, he's a good actor and all. In the main lead, that implies he's playing Minecraft Steve. You're gonna fucking tell me Jason Momoa is playing Minecraft Steve. We're gonna have a fucking ripped Minecraft Steve. I don't know. This can become a disaster, or this can become a case of, like, morbid curiosity. You have to see it. Maybe it's just so bad it's good. I want to be optimistic, but, like, there's so many things against it. On the one hand, like, financially it's a no-brainer. Because, again, Minecraft is massive. On the other hand, a live-action Minecraft movie with Jason Momoa as probably Steve, I don't see how that's possible. If they end up actually fucking doing this, even if it fucking sucks, I think we should applaud the filmmakers for fucking making it happen. Even if they don't make it work, they deserve a fucking applause for making it happen. And if they manage to make it work, they deserve, like, god tier status. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Minecraft movie starring Jason Momoa as Minecraft Steve. What do you guys think? Some other news? Alright. We're gonna sort of, sorry about that sound, but sort of unfortunate news that will become a little bit of a rant. I didn't really want to talk about this. I had this on last week's list. I kept putting off last week's episode. It became this week's episode. Ezra Miller. We all know Ezra Miller. Or if we don't, he plays the Flash in the DCEU, and he's in Fantastic Beasts. I'm not a Potterhead. I haven't seen any of the Fantastic Beasts. I've seen the first one, but I don't remember anything from the first one. So I really don't remember. I don't know who Ezra Miller is in those movies, but he's in there. He's in there. And I remember, like, a couple of weeks ago, he got arrested for an incident in Hawaii where he got on stage and started screaming at a woman doing a karaoke and stole the mic from her, and then he, like, attacked a guy who was trying to, like, calm him down, and then he threatened to kill this couple and stole shit from them. And I wanted to talk about it, and I never got around to it, and I was going to do this episode, and I'm like, alright, a lot of that's kind of died down. Maybe I'll make this a briefer topic. But then, this came out just before, like an hour or so before I started this episode. He got arrested again. I actually did not... It happened so recently, I did not read up on it. So, I'm going to pause this episode. Or, it's not going to feel like I paused it for you, but I'm going to pause this episode. I'm going to react to an article that lists his arrest right now. Alright, so I have this. This is coming to us from CNN. The Flash actor Ezra Miller arrested for second-degree assault in Hollywood. Not Hollywood, Hawaii. It says Hawaii. Why did I say Hollywood? Actor Ezra Miller, who stars in the upcoming DC film The Flash, was arrested Tuesday on the island of Hawaii for the second time this year. Miller, 29, was arrested for second-degree assault around 1:30 a.m. on Tuesday following an incident at a private residence in the district of Puna, near the town of Pahoa. I'm sorry if I mispronounced these. According to the Hawaii Police Department. This is in quotes, during the course of their investigation, police determined that the individual, later identified as Ezra Miller, became irate after being asked to leave and reportedly threw a chair, striking a 26-year-old female on the forehead, resulting in an approximately half-inch cut. Holy fuck, according to a news release. The woman injured refused treatment, according to police. Last month, Miller, who previously appeared as the Flash in multiple DC superhero films, was arrested in Hilo, Hawaii, and charged with disorderly conduct and harassment after an incident at a bar, according to the police. Police say Miller has been released from jail pending further investigation. The Flash is currently slated for summer release. That's not as important. And look, I'm not gonna call him a piece of shit, an asshole, or whatever, because clearly, like, this isn't the first time he's done this. If you remember, 2 years ago, when the pandemic started, I had an episode where I talked about him beating up a woman outside of a bar in, like, Iceland. And Warner Brothers, they did nothing to address it. Now, I'm all about forgive and forget, you know? Like, but they gotta address it. They gotta publicly condemn what he did. And it's a weird situation, but they at the very least, they should have addressed it. They should have mentioned it. They didn't. Now, look, I'm not gonna say he's a piece of shit. I'm not gonna say he's a low drain on society scumbag. Definitely not. It seems like he has genuine issues, genuine demons, and he needs help. And as long as he's in the public eye, and as long as Warner Brothers doesn't do jack shit about this, he's going to keep doing this. he needs to be removed from... I hate to say this, but he kind of needs to get fired from Warner Brothers. He does. Warner Brothers, like, at first I was like, Warner Brothers, like, if it was 2 years ago, I was sort of like, Warner Brothers should at least address this, you know? I don't know about firing him, or letting him go, rather, but they should definitely address it. They didn't even fucking do that. Now, I think you fire him. Or let him go, allow him to come back, but after he's gotten some help, because he needs help. And I've seen people online, on Twitter, here comes Twitter again, saying he's going through a rough time, stop giving him shit for it. Look, we all go through rough times. But, like, if I'm going through a rough time and I murder someone, does that make it okay? No. And I know there's a jump between throwing a chair at someone's face and murdering someone, but on the other hand, I think that woman could have fucking died if... by that. Had it gone a little differently, she probably could have died. So how... it's not that different, really. He's going through a rough time, and it's a messy situation for Warner Brothers as well. And I don't want to tell you I told you so, but it's like, if they did something 2 years ago, I feel like this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't be happening. They wouldn't be in this situation. Had they removed him from the Flash at that point, they wouldn't be in this situations where it's like, what do we do with the Flash? Because I'm sure now it's like, what the fuck do we do? We can't be ignoring this. And I heard he was not on any of, like, the, you know, press stuff for Fantastic Beasts. Because, like, no one, I'm telling you, no one would want to do press with him. Because it's just, like, it's just not the type of publicity you want, you know? It's a messy situation, and he needs help. Warner Brothers, if fucking any of you are watching this, I know you're not, but if a fucking intern at Warner Brothers is watching this, tell fucking everyone else, even though you're just an intern, tell everyone else, though, to fucking do something about Ezra Miller. Because, you know, he's a good actor. He really is. I think he's a pretty decent Flash. I don't think he sets the world on fire as the Flash, but I think he's pretty decent. And I was interested in seeing the Flash. You know, we haven't... One reason why I don't feel like he's that crazy good is because we haven't really seen him as the Flash in, like, his own movie. But yeah, now I don't think... That's another thing. What do they do about the Flash? I feel like they can't keep him on that movie. Like, maybe they delay the movie and release it once Ezra Miller's sort of, like, rehabilitation is done or whatever. But, like, this movie's been through so much. I don't think you understand. This movie was announced, I think, like, in 2014. If I'm wrong, it's somewhere around there. That's crazy. And I don't like to say this. I don't like to suggest they go this route. They can't do reshoots. That's not what I was going to say. They can't do reshoots. Because he's your main character. I think you deepfake. I really do. I know they have to find another actor, but it's like... that might be your best option already. I think you deepfake. So yeah, I don't know. This is a messy situation. I'm not that qualified to talk about this, you know. It's unfortunate, you know. And once again, I think he needs help. He needs help. And again, as long as Warner Brothers doesn't do anything, he's not going to be getting help. And shit like this will continue to happen. He's going to continue to harm other people and harm himself. And we don't want that. So, Warner Brothers has to address this, and here's hoping Ezra Miller gets the help he needs and rehabilitates himself. So yeah, all right. We're gonna move on to a more exciting thing to talk about. That was something. Recently, this was also yesterday, they announced, or they didn't announce, this movie was announced for a while, but Thor, Love and Thunder, finally got a trailer. I think I might have heard somewhere that this was the longest, like, or the shortest, or something. This was, like, the longest we've ever waited for, like, a MCU trailer. Like, the movie comes out in 2 months. Less than 2 months. This movie comes out almost more on, like, the 1 month side of things. So, excuse me, I watched the trailer, and, alright, so I just paused it. You may have noticed, or maybe you didn't, I don't know, but just to watch it again. I just watched it again, and yeah, I was looking forward to this. All the talk is about Doctor Strange, which I'm fucking excited for. I'm hyped, but, there's also this. There's Thor, and put in perspective, Thor of all the MCU, sort of, like, trilogies, except now this isn't going to be a trilogy, but I guess I can say all the MCU franchises, maybe, Thor's been the weirdest one in terms of, like, quality, because you look at Iron Man 1's really good, Iron Man 2 is not that good, Iron Man 3 is decent, you look at Captain America, First Avengers, really good, Winter Soldier's awesome, Civil War is amazing, you look at Avengers, which is the one with Thor, we get, the first one's awesome, the second one was or I'll say it was decent, the third one which was Infinity War, was amazing, the Endgame was also amazing, Thor, the first one was the second one, The Dark World, that's like the one MCU movie that's just, I think is just bad. It's not offensive, it's a perfectly watchable film, but it's bad. It's bad. It's just bad, but it's bad. Sorry about that, but then they fucking turned it around with Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok was funny. Whoa, move the mic. Was funny. And it was, like, entertaining. It's really dark for an MCU film, if you really look at it. Like, Thor loses his father. He loses his sister. His entire kingdom of Asgard gets fucking destroyed. It's like, but at the same time, it's hilarious. It has some moments of humor that are a little out of place. But other than that, Thor Ragnarok is awesome. That movie's great. Definitely top 10 best movies in the MCU, without a doubt. Now, yeah, I'm happy they're making a fourth one. I doubt that's a weird one too. It's like, of all the MCU trilogies, of the main three MCU heroes, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, to get a fourth movie, Thor? If you asked me that before Ragnarok, it's like, really, Thor? But now, apparently, it was like, Chris Hemsworth was, he was getting sick of this role, but then Taika Waititi came along, and he's like, as long as he's here, I'm good. I'm a happy boy. Yeah, now to talk about the trailer itself, it looks awesome. It seems like they're trying to do a lot in this movie. That and, like, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, they're trying to do a lot. Like, this movie, they have Thor. It seems like he's going to be, like, focusing on, his weight loss journey. I liked how he was doing the like the chains thing. He was wearing a hat. If you look closely, it says "World's Strongest Avenger," which I thought was funny. That reference to that one scene in Ragnarok. But there's that. He's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm so happy they're in this movie. I was kind of hoping Thor would be in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but and he might still be. But this is still cool. And then we also have Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, actually coming back, which, by the way, the little shot we get of her as Lady Thor, she's fucking jacked. Bro, like, we get to see her for, 2 seconds, but, bro, she is fucking ripped. Don't fuck with Lady Thor. She is... you can tell Natalie Portman got, fucking jacked for this role. And it definitely, tried to suit the role of female Thor. So, I thought, I'm excited for this movie. I love to see, Korg is coming back, and, it was pretty cool to see Valkyrie as, the new king of Asgard. She looks bored. I think this movie is going to be a lot of fun. What do you guys think about it? Let me know down below. What else do we have? We have quite a few things here. I guess one other thing is, we'll take a break and do a Discord topic. Uh-oh! We don't have a Discord topic. I want to do a new thing on this channel, on this series, on this podcast, where... we're still going to do a Discord topic. I just kind of slacked off this month. But instead, I'm going to start this new thing. Where I have a story time segment. And I talk about something that happened before. Now, keep in mind, my life isn't the craziest life. I don't have too many crazy stories. So I don't know how long this segment will be. How many times this segment will happen. I do know of a few stories to tell, so it's not like it's just going to be this episode. I'm never going to do it again. And also, I'm thinking, when I have guests on here, maybe I'll have them give a story time. But this is a story time. So, again, it's nothing too crazy. It's more just a funny thing. This isn't I went to Walmart and I... got to fight fucking Mike Tyson, and I beat him. It's nothing like that. It's just something funny and stupid. But, okay, so this happened actually about a year ago, I want to say. Less than a year ago. I was working at my job. I don't want to say where it was, but it was one of those, theme parks, and there were a bunch of containers everywhere, and I was, maintenance. I was, my job was basically to walk around the park, making sure, any fences needed to be fixed, any toilets needed to be fixed. I had to make sure, there was this sand pit that kids play in. I gotta make sure I gotta stop by there and make sure everything's going well there. So, I'm usually there earlier than most people, because I'm maintenance and I kind of have to be there earlier than most people. I gotta, unlock the bathrooms and shit. I was given a pair of keys from my manager. Well, I'm jumping here already. I don't know how long this story's gonna last, really. But I was given this pair of keys from my manager. He tells me... I'm sorry. He tells me, unlock the containers. I unlock precisely one container. And then we had these guests coming. They had their own booth or something, and we needed he needed our help with setting up the canopy for his booth. And my manager, I kind of stand around and space out for a second, as I do that a lot. But he's like, "Hey yo, Dylan." Yeah, my real name's Dylan, by the way. In case you didn't know. First name reveal. Hey yo, I need your help with this canopy. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. And so yeah, I go over and I helped him set up the canopy. And then he goes, "Wait, did you did you set up or no, did you unlock the other containers? I'm like, no, I didn't. I only did the one, and then you asked me to help. You want me to go unlock all the other containers? He goes, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, okay. I go in my pockets, because obviously left my keys in there. I'm like, as it turns out, I did not leave my keys in my pockets. Like, oh, fuck. I look around for like 3 minutes. Not even. That's like, it's more like 3 seconds. I'll do this a lot. If I lose something or I have to help someone find something, I'll look around for it for 2 seconds and then figure that I can't find it. Now I'm like, wait, let me look again, and then that's when I actually look for it. And then maybe sometimes I find the thing I'm looking for, sometimes I don't. But so I look around for it for 3 seconds, and then I go over to my manager. I'm like, I don't know where the keys are, and he goes, it's alright, we'll focus on these character pieces, you go find the keys. I'm like, alright. I'm like, that's weird. I thought I had them in my pocket, but they're not there. I look over, I look into that one container I opened up. Then it would have to be in here, right? I look I look everywhere for it. It's not there. I go around the entire park. I'm going into like the bushes. The keys are not there. I'm like, I'm fucked. Because if I make it so that this park cannot open, I am fired. I'm probably gonna get fired. At the very least, I'm gonna get fucking yelled at if I make it so that the park can't open today. So I'm like, let me check my pockets again. They're in my fucking pockets. I'm telling you, they were not fucking there when I checked at first. So I found them. I go over to my manager with the keys in my hands. I'm like, I don't even want to say where they were. And he goes, where were they? I'm like, they're in my pocket. So I found my keys. See what I mean? They're not that crazy. They're just funny. I found my keys. Look, it's a good thing they were in my pocket. Because had I dropped them and they went under a container, I'm letting you know I would have never found them. I never would have found them. I would have needed someone else to help me. And I probably would have gotten fired. Like, I would have, like... So, yeah, so the moral of the story is, if you leave something in your pocket, or something is most likely left in your pocket, probably, I don't know. So yeah, that was the first ever story time segment on this podcast. I don't know how long this will go for. It should go on next episode. Actually, next episode might be a spoiler discussion on fucking Doctor Strange. But the next episode where it's topics like this. So yeah, what did you guys think about my the new story time thing? But yeah, that's the time I almost got fired. That's like a way to clickbait. If this becomes its own podcast clip, that's a way to clickbait that I almost got fired from my job. So yeah, that's that. Next topic, we still got quite a few topics to talk about. We're almost an hour in. Pretty big fucking episode. This happened about a week or two ago, but I want to talk about it because I am a big fighting game fan. Maximillian dude, who I really like. Any fan of fighting games who uses YouTube and Twitch, I feel like should know who Maximillian dude is. If you don't know, he is a streamer and oh shit, a light went out. All right, light back on. He's a streamer and YouTuber who talks about, who basically makes content about fighting games, some other games as well. But most of his audience are fighting game fans and fighting game players. And he made a video. He had a segment talking about, you know, he thinks fighting games should be free. Now, that sounds a little strange at first, but he makes some good points saying, like, you know, player bases. You have people who buy the games and they don't really stick around, and that is a good point. You have games that, how do I, like, if you have a free-to-play game, a free-to-play fighting game, many people can play it, and whenever you add more content to it over time, it's like, well, yeah, people can come back, and they didn't, it's like, you can monetize it because it's free. You know, I naturally just frown upon monetization in any games, really. That's just me. I just programmed to just, ew, you're fucking adding microtransactions, you're adding extra paid DLC, woo. But like, I feel like certain games, like, you know, he uses Brawlhalla as an example. That game's got a big player base, and he's only looking at the Steam charts. You know, the game's also on Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, you know, and as a big player base on Steam, pretty sure the player base for all the other platforms are pretty significant. Maybe not for Switch, because you have Smash on there, and I feel like any other platform fighter's just fucked if it's on the Switch. But I feel, and like Multiverses is another one that is coming out that's going to be free. So if they want to monetize that, like, they can, but like, there are many other fighting games that cost a full price $60 and they still get monetized. Here's the thing, I don't think all fighting games should be free to play, you know. I don't think, like, a more recent example, King of Fighters 15. Another recent example, Guilty Gear Strive. And those two games in particular came out and they were filled with content, and like they were so well with their content that, like, you know what, I wanted to play the DLC. But a game like Mortal Kombat 11, even then I don't think that should have been free. It shouldn't have been $60 though when it came out, because I feel like it didn't justify $60. We can see we can get our answer. I don't know if I might cut this segment rather short. We might get our answer in however many years with Project L, Riot's new fighting game, because they know how to make free-to-play games, how to get you coming back. Like, they made both League of Legends and Valorant two of the biggest games. And they're both free-to-play. And they both make money. They both make an obscene amount of money. And they're free-to-play. And so I believe Project L is supposed to be free-to-play. I could be wrong, though, but I'm pretty sure it is. And we'll see if Project L... it proves that you can make a free-to-play fighting game. I feel like that either makes or breaks this sort of thing about fighting games needing to be free-to-play. Because, like, I do think, you know, Maximillian poses a good question. He does bring up some good points. Because, you know, your player bases... And I'm looking through the comments. All of them are just, like all the comments are like actually like lengthy responses. Like, yeah, so there's a lot to say about this, really. I don't know how much I can really add to it. I am a big fan of fighting games. Some of them are overpriced as fuck, some of them are not. And he makes a good point about how, like, certain other fighting games kind of just get fucked by, like, like Melty Blood is a game I've heard brought up as an example of a fighting game that is really damn good, but is like $50, and it got fucked by like Guilty Gear and King of Fighters. And like, had that been free, many people would have flocked to it, and many people would maybe still be playing it. So yeah, that's just what I think about that. What do you guys think about the debate on whether or not fighting games should be free to play? All right, now to look at some other things. This could be brief. I don't know why I didn't include this in the briefer topics. I guess I forgot, but the GBA. It's been rumored for a while that GBA would be coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and it finally is. According to a leak, there's quite a few games leaked for it. Let me pull it up. Some of these games, there's a list of games here that I'm looking at. There's Astro Boy Omega Factor, Car Battler Joe, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow, that game's awesome, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Choo Choo Rocket, Drill Dozer, Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, which is underrated. I really like that game. F-Zero, I read that. Game & Watch Gallery 4, Golden Sun Lost... Golden Sun The Lost Age, Gunstar Superheroes rather, Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Koro Puzzle Happy Panichu, Kururin, Lufia The Ruins of Lore, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, Mario Golf Advance Tour, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Mario Party Advance, Mario Tennis Power Tour, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Mega Man Battle Network 5, Team Proto Man, Mega Man Battle Network 2, Mega Man 03, and Metroid Fusion. Now I don't have much to say about this. This should have been one of the briefer ones. I guess it's just a very hot topic right now. So I think that's cool. I've heard people saying they want to see Game Boy games, original Game Boy games, come to the Switch. While I think the Game Boy is a great system, it's like, I feel like the games on there aren't really like, I don't really think they'd be like a good, a lot of them haven't held up very well. GBA, like, you have some fucking bangers on there. So I would love to play, like, Aria of Sorrow is a great game. Probably my favorite game on the Game Boy Advance, and it's not even a Nintendo game. But then again, they got that in the collection, in the anniversary collection. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna move on now. There is. I said I was gonna take a look at the NVIDIA leak. Maybe that'll be its own video. It's a leak that happened a while ago. About many games that are supposed to be coming out in the near future. And with Kingdom Hearts 4, I was gonna look at which one of these, which games have and have not been revealed yet, and which do I think are bullshit. I'm gonna skip that one. Maybe that can be its own video though. There are two more topics I want to talk about though. One is something that happened today, actually. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had a trailer drop, and in that trailer was a release date for the game, and the thing about this that really catches, I don't think I'm gonna play this game, cause like I like the first Xenoblade game. I think it's a really damn good game, but I never played X and I never played 2. And if I'm gonna be honest, it's so weird. I don't get myself here. I really like the first one, but I don't care to play the other two. So I don't know if I'll play this one. But the reason why I'm talking about this here, I'm making it sound bad. This isn't bad. It's just, wow, this kind of changes a lot about Nintendo's schedule for this year, for their calendar. In the Direct, a few months ago, where this game was announced, they said Xenoblade Chronicles 3 coming this September. It didn't say a specific date, though. It just said September. Like, alright, so we know some things that are coming out for Nintendo, but we don't know exactly when. Like, we know that things are coming out, but we don't have release dates for a lot of them, and we don't know, like, towards more of the back half of the year, aside from Xenoblade. That Xenoblade's the only thing we really know of. But then a weird thing, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, in this release date trailer, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, it got bumped up 2 months. July 29th, 2022. And I'm like, okay. I was confused. I looked through the comments. No one seemed to notice that it got bumped up. Now, here's why I feel like this is worth talking about. They now don't have a game for September. And they have multiple games in July. Like, in July and within the span of July and June, they have Mario Strikers, Fire Emblem Warriors, they have Live Alive. I'm excited for Live Alive, by the way. And now Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They don't have anything for August. They don't have anything for September. They still have games like, Splatoon 3 and Mario and Rabbids that still do not have a release date. Which, that's kind of getting me a little worried. I feel like those two games, I feel like we should know by now when they're coming out, if you know what I mean. But we don't. Especially Mario and Rabbids. That one, maybe, I think they're giving a much bigger budget, but it's like, I don't know, it's just, but, I just find it interesting that they bumped it up 2 months rather, and now we don't know. I'm assuming maybe they delayed Splatoon 3, as I feel like that was supposed to come out in, over the summer, but they delayed it, and they must have figured, like, Xenoblade 3, that game's pretty ready. It's not quite ready yet, but, like, we'll have it done by July. We don't need to wait till September. Why not push Splatoon maybe to September and bump up Xenoblade 3 to July? That's probably what happened. There's been some reports about Mario and Rabbids coming out towards the end of the year, so I don't think they bumped up. I don't think they delayed Mario and Rabbids. I think it might have been Splatoon 3. But yeah, it's what I think. It's just odd that they did that, and now you kind of change what you think about their schedule for the year. So yeah, what do you guys think about Splatoon, or no, not Splatoon, Xenoblade 3 getting bumped up 2 months? One more topic we're going to talk about is another movie. When I mentioned the Minecraft movie, there was another movie. I said there's 2 movies I'm going to talk about that are in the works now, based off of video games. One of them was Minecraft. The other is Streets of Rage. Yeah. Now, I love Streets of Rage. Definitely one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. Streets of Rage 2 is one of my favorite games I've ever played. And I love Streets of Rage 4. That was a fantastic return to form, return for the franchise. I don't know how you make a Streets of Rage movie. Because, don't get me wrong, there's a story to Streets of Rage. Each Streets of Rage game has a story. I don't know how you translate this into a movie, and it seems to be a live action. And it seems to be like, it seems to be a movie. No, I don't know what I'm saying. It's being done by the same people as John Wick. John Wick director is directing this movie, and that's cool. I'll probably go see a Streets of Rage movie. I love Streets of Rage, and I'm interested in a Streets of Rage movie. Don't get me wrong, but like, another thing is, who the fuck is gonna see a Streets of Rage movie aside from me, aside from older people? Because it's like, you know, I talked about a Minecraft movie earlier. Obviously, the Minecraft movie should make a fuckload of money, right? It's Minecraft. Everyone knows Minecraft. Everyone has played Minecraft. It's the best-selling video game in the entire world. It's Minecraft. Everyone knows it. Everyone's gonna go see that movie. Streets of Rage. Financially, why would you make this movie? Why, like, who's gonna watch? Who's gonna? I really don't see this movie doing well at all. Yeah, it could be good. It could be good. It seems like a very odd movie. That's another thing. It feels like a very odd movie to you know, a very odd game to make into a movie. Streets of Rage feels like an odd game to make into a movie because, like, again, like, it's a beat 'em up, more reliant on the gameplay. It's not really reliant on story that much. The games have a story, so you can adapt that, I guess, but it's not reliant on story. It's not like Uncharted or The Last of Us, where, like, a movie's made for you. It's not like God of War, where you have a movie right there, you know. Or it's not even like Mario, where it's like a movie is not right there, but it's like it's Mario, like, yeah. Or Street Fighter, it's Mortal Kombat. Streets of Rage, I don't think there's a movie like right there for that, if you know what I mean. So it just seems odd. It seems like an odd fucking game to make into a movie. I don't know. What do you guys think about this, though? I think that'll do it for this episode of DPX Talks for about an hour. Yeah, I was by myself. Talked about quite a bit of things. Even a few things that I didn't get to. But I don't know if I'll really... Whatever. What do you guys think, though? If you're on YouTube watching this, go over to my SoundCloud, DPX Talks for about an hour. Be sure to follow me there. I don't even think you gotta listen to me repeatedly. You just gotta follow me. If you're on SoundCloud, go over to my YouTube, youtube.com/DPX solo. Go subscribe, make some banger content about a lot of stuff I talked about in this video, like a lot of video games, movies, mainly video games, but movies as well. And yeah, I'll be back in a month with another episode of DPX Talks for about an hour, maybe two. Who knows? I'll see you guys.